Welcome friends, family, subscribers, and strangers to another unboxing video today on Tech Kitchen. So I'm a big monitor freak, right? Everybody has their fetish. I'm always looking for the latest electronics, whether it's computers, cell phones, monitors, game systems, TVs. You know, that's the whole point of the channel, right? Is because I'm just kind of infatuated here with technology. Well, I just happened to stumble across this beauty here, and as you can see, she is a beast. Look at this. This is the LG 21:9 ultra wide monitor, also known as the 34UM68. So this is basically taking your traditional monitor and stretching it out even further. And this is a whopper. This is a 34-inch monitor. As I said, it is 21:9 ultra wide. We're going to unbox this baby. We're going to look at it up close. Then we're going to hook it up. We're going to see what kind of effect it has on my workflow. This is going to be really good for somebody who might dabble in photography, if you use Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, especially if you're a studio person and you work in a studio. This should allow you to maybe solve some of those needs if you're not quite able to see everything in your screen. So maybe this would be a good alternative to getting two monitors since you're going to have that extra space. So without any more delay, let's go ahead and get to the unboxing and see what this baby's got. So here it is. This is a big box. The UPS guy actually thought this was a TV, and I don't blame him one bit. Even my son thought it was a new TV when it came in. So I may have to switch up the view of the camera so that I'd be able to let you guys have the best point of view to be able to see everything, but we'll just kind of start it up here and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and start right away. So we cut the tape on the left, cut the tape on the right down the middle. Carve it up like a Thanksgiving turkey. And there's that beautiful styrofoam. All right. So looks like we're greeted with the adapter, the power adapter here. And let's open that right up. First thing I'm pulling out. Yep, as you can see, part of the adapter or the plug. Looks like we have an HDMI cable, and I have a few of these laying around anyway, but that's always good to have another. Whoa! And a disc fell out. And I don't know about you, but my my laptop doesn't even have a CD-ROM, so I'll probably just have to download if there's any drivers, which I doubt. It's probably plug and play, but from the internet there. Straight from the LG site. So we have some paperwork, warranty information, just kind of basic information, nothing too complicated, I'm sure. Let's see. And the rest of the plug here. Got that nice power brick right there. All right, so let's move that to the side. And we got some screws here. No doubt these are to mount the actual screen to the base. Let's see here. The display quality assurance report, just to let you know this is legit and give you all that extra information that you're probably not going to pay attention to. Handling guide. I can tell you right now, handling, be careful. There you go. And oh, right out the middle, we have the base, and this is actually pretty sturdy. This weighs more than I would think for the base of a computer monitor. But again, we are dealing with the beast here. So let's see. Pop that tape off. Got to try to stay in the camera view for you guys here. All right. And throw that to the side. And there you can see it's got a nice finish to it. I'm trying to get the reflection of my lights, and you can see that. So it's got a nice little coat to it there, like a metallic kind of look, and it's sturdy. It feels nice and heavy, as you can see, metal underneath. So this is letting you know, yeah, I'm supporting a powerhouse. Let's put this on the couch and get to There we are. I feel like I'm taking out my 65-inch TV over here. So we got something on the side here. Okay, so what we had a while ago was the base that it attaches to. This is going to be basically the neck, if you will, that attaches the screen to that base. So let's get that open there. Excuse me as I struggle. Excuse me as I struggle a bit more. All right, and here we are. And wow, let me tell you, this thing is heavy. This can be used as a weapon. I'm not even lying. This is serious right now. So I'm assuming the monitor is going to attach here. And I know that it has the capability to move up and down. Not quite sure about just how that works. Oh, there we go. So interesting, it pops back up. We're gonna have to see how that works there to keep it in place. But this is not a joke, folks. This thing is heavy. This is a club. So let me put that down. All right. And finally, we get to the actual monitor. So here it is. I'm gonna back up just a little bit here. Let's go ahead and get the box pulled off to the side. Okay. And there she is. She is a beauty. Oh my goodness. Look at this ridiculousness. Do you see this, people? Look at that. That is pretty much a freaking long flat screen TV right here. So we are definitely going to test this out, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be real hard for me to not to return this. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to fire it up. So let's go ahead and lay this down. I'm going to put it on the material that it came in. And I will remove the camera here off of the tripod. Kind of give you a little bit of a close-up here. So this is the back of the unit, still wrapped up, as you can see. We have a DP in. Now forgive me, I'm not completely familiar with exactly what a DP input is. Maybe I'll put that in the comment or in the description. 2 HDMI inputs, headphones, and of course the power. So there you have it. There's the styrofoam, there's all the guts from the box itself, and of course the neck that's going to connect it all together. All right, you know what? I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. In my last monitor unboxing, I went through the process of connecting it for you. So it might be a little lengthy here, but I'm going to do that for you with this one as well. So first of all, let's go ahead and remove all of this plastic off of it. So we've got the base. Go ahead and take care of the plastic on the neck, as I've been calling it. Man, let me tell you, I know I keep saying it, but this is really heavy duty. Reminded me of when I had to connect try to mount my 65-inch TV on the wall. That was not a very enjoyable experience. Okay, so here's the base. See this here? See this here? Basically, you're gonna connect these right here, and it holds in place. Underneath, as you can see, are these like pins right here, which basically they screw in place. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna turn them and turn them and turn them until they tighten up. And there's 2 of them there, so number 1, tight. Number 2, let's get that there, tight. So there we go, it's in place. And it is now being held together. I can't believe this is just the base. But let's go ahead and move on to the monitor. so we have the monitor here. You may not be able to see them, but there's a hole here, 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 and here. Basically, you line up the holes and you connect it. So let's go ahead and start here. And this might be a little bit tricky since I don't have anyone here to help me out. Maybe not. Looks like I can do this. So hole number 1. Got that one. Numero dos. And we have this one. And tray. Come on, get in there. It's going. All right. And finally, the final piece to the puzzle. All right, that one's in. Just make sure this one was still a little loose. I thought so. All right, so now that we have all 4, I should be able to lift it up, and voila. There you have it. Let me get the camera to show you. There it is. She's a beauty, folks. So just really quick, I just wanted to show you guys the difference here between the HP, the 27ES that I have right here, 27 inch, right? And the LG 34 inch wide. We back up a little bit and there you go. Just to give you an idea of the differences in size of the monitors there. In case you already have a 27, you might be familiar with how that is. So this will give you some idea. Let me drop this down just a little bit here. So they're kind of more on a level playing field here. It's almost looks like they're very similar as far as their dimensions and height as far as the screen. So it's just elongated, as you can see, and that's not even the entire monitor. There's the entire monitor. So there you go. So let's go ahead and move to getting it set up in the bedroom. So we have it all set up now. I have it on my desk, and this thing is so massive I had to actually clear all the space off of my desk, all of my Funko Pop figures, pretty much everything to make room for this. So not a bad thing, you know, it is a beast and that's fine. So I have the LG page pulled up here, and I just wanted to kind of scroll through some of it just to see some of these features. Of course you can always do the same, but since we're here, so obviously it's an ultra wide high definition IPS display, and it just says that it makes games and movies more immersive than ever in full HD, which, you know, we know that. So here, sRGB over 99%. It says sRGB is the standard color space of ideal color reproduction. So with 99%, pretty much it covers the entire spectrum is what it's saying. So makes it a good solution for gamers, photographers, graphic designers, anyone who's looking to take advantage of, you know, visual functionality. So on-screen control, I'm going to show you that. Matter of fact, I'll show you right now. I had a little bit of time to kind of mess with it. So this button under here, the power button, if you hold it down, it brings up this little menu here. The top is game mode. So by doing that, it should help out with the lag input and maybe just the frame rate and everything. It's got your input select, so you can switch your inputs right there. The bottom is monitor off. Now if I go to the left, and all of a sudden over here we have different settings like brightness, contrast, volume. This thing does have its own speakers, although, you know, you're going to get what you would expect out of speakers from a monitor. I would assume most people are going to have a you know, computer speakers or studio monitors there. So let me go back. We also have PBP, which I haven't looked up, and I'll have to check that out to see what that is exactly. We have picture settings. So here's a picture mode. So if I go to custom, we have reader, which is darker, so that'd be good for nighttime. Photo, which I imagine is going to be kind of a neutral, so you can edit photos. Cinema, which I can tell right away it's a little bit warmer than photo, and that's usually what I prefer. Color weakness, seems a little bit bland. Maybe it's just a little bit flatter or more of a cool kind of temperature. Got FPS Game 1, FPS Game 2, first person shooter. We have RTS, which I guess is real-time strategy game, and then custom, but I'm gonna keep this on cinema. That's just what I prefer. It also has picture adjust, game adjust, color adjust, but since I have it on that setting, those aren't available. Max audio, so these are audio settings. I won't worry about those. We have smart energy saving, power LED, standby, and at the bottom we have the reset button if you want to reset back to factory settings. You know, I'm also, for the sake of this video, we'll keep the brightness on 100, but I typically usually bring that down just so that it doesn't strain my eyes. So on-screen control, as I've just demonstrated, it has Screen Split 2.0, which is kind of LG's screen split. You know, I haven't actually downloaded anything, so I'm not sure if that's a software. I didn't see it in the settings here, but I'm gonna go over with Adobe Premiere and Sonar and show you how you can pretty much do that yourself. But it does have a ton of options here, you know, 2 screen, there's 3 screen, 4 screen, so a lot of ways that you can manipulate it and customize it. FreeSync says it's their technology that eliminates stuttering and tearing on the screen here. So game mode, I already showed you how to access that. It just says optimal viewing conditions, different preset modes, and we saw that as well. Let me see. And yes, it does go up and down, as I demonstrated before, down and up. And then it tilts in an upward motion, but I'm gonna keep it where it's at for now. So let's see. Yes, design and all the little specs here. It says that it's 75 Hertz is the refresh rate, although I believe that you have to have compatibility. I didn't read too much into it, but it's an AMD thing. If you don't, then I believe the default is 60 Hertz, which is still fine for me. Response time is 5 milliseconds, but you can mess with the settings to maybe alter that a little bit there. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of go over the website with you. So let's go ahead and close that out there. So what I have here is, this is Sonar, right? And this is an old track of mine. These are the settings that I had my 27-inch in. So what you want to do with this monitor right away is, one, you want to go ahead and go to your resolution and change that from 1920 1080 to 2560 1080. Now you have the entire screen. The next thing you want to do with the screen this big is, and you know, this is if you have the eyes for it, but you want to go ahead and bring down the size of everything from 125% down to 100. And now everything is a lot smaller, but you'll be able to manipulate the space a lot better. See, look how much real estate there is now with Sonar. So a lot of people, you know, when you record music, you like to look at the audio, the WAV file here, and that's fine. You can still do that. I'll bring these down. So just look how much space I have to work with here. It's great. So, but what I can also do is bring up the console view, and now you don't have to actually choose between them both. Let me just customize this here. Look at that, voila. Now you can actually have everything going on at once. So you can see all of your tracks here, and you can see the individual WAV files as well. I mean, I'm looking at the camera, my LCD screen on the camera, and look at all that space. So definitely is a good thing if you're somebody that does audio recording. It's gonna help you out a lot there as far as your workflow. So let me close that out. And I'm just going to show you one other thing here, and that's Adobe Premiere. You know, if you do Photoshop, it's going to have the same effect. It's going to be huge. It's going to take your entire screen. You'll be able to customize it however you want. So this is going to be something you can do, you know, should be able to do across most software. So I just did a video on home theater before this, so let me open up that one. Not going to play it, but just kind of show you how it takes up all of the screen here. So that's loading up. And there you go. I mean, just right off the bat, you know, I mean, it's definitely takes up a lot of space here. So, I mean, look at that. there's my hand. I mean, it's ridiculous, but that should give you a good demonstration of how you can use this space and how you can really take advantage of it. So this should increase anyone's workflow. All right, well that's it folks. So for you gamers out there, I am gonna go ahead and put it in the description box. I'm gonna link the higher version, if you will, the model of this. It's actually a curved monitor and it has a 1 millisecond response time. So it's actually aimed at gamers. So I'm gonna put that in the description box if that's something that you're looking for, as well as this monitor as well. So check that out. Again, if you like the video, please subscribe. I'm gonna have plenty more coming on the way. So from me and Snoop, have yourself a wonderful day.